Okay, what's up, y'all? Steve about to react to this vid by RRG. It's titled, The Lewis Hamilton, Kim Kardashian, and Kendall Jenner Love Triangle is Worse Than You Think. What? Kendall is dating him too? I've seen pictures of them. I'm pretty sure he's like a soccer player or something. So I've seen pictures, and his hairline is receding. That's neither here nor there, but it is something I noticed. Anyway, I've seen pictures of him and Kim, but I didn't know that Kendall was in the middle as well. What the hell? Let's see what's going on. Let's watch.
Race car legend Lewis Hamilton and Kim Kardashian tried their hardest to keep whatever they had.
But yeah, this is how far his hairline goes back. I don't feel bad talking shit about him because he clearly messed with her sister as well, so he can get up out of here. But anyway, okay, he's a race car driver. My bad, not a soccer player.
Going on under wraps. And honestly, we don't blame them. Because while they may have wanted a little privacy, there was another tiny little detail they probably weren't eager for the blogs to dig up. Lewis had previously smashed Kim's little sister, Kendall Jenner. That's nasty as hell. Is this just another celebrity coincidence? Or do the
Kardashian know they smashed?
Keeping it all in the family? Grab your emotional support snacks. Because
y'all bought her snacks, child.
Next, we have to take you back.
I could never. I just had a thought. Me ever being with anybody that my sister has been with, that is so sick and disgusting. Ew. Ugh. Or even a cousin or anybody in my family, even a friend, I think is so strange and weird. It's like they've already been with you and now I'm with them doing the same. Ugh. That's nasty. I'm
Back
sorry.
to May 2015, 30-year-old Lewis and 19-year-old Kendall started spending time together shortly. 30-year-old Lewis and 19-year-old Kendall started spending time together shortly after he split from longtime girlfriend, Pussycat Dolls lead singer.
Oh, he got her?
And baby, Kendall wasn't exactly high.
Listen, if he got Nicole, my goodness, and he went to Kendall after that, when she was 19?
That she was in her Formula One era. She was spotted wearing Lewis's gold chain during a race in Monte Carlo. Then Kendall hopped on Instagram and posted a photo from the race with the caption, "Hey driver, oh, thirsty teeny bopper." And it wasn't just Kendall who seemed to be enjoying the new friendship. Her mom, Chris, really wanted Kendall to date Lewis.
Of course she did.
She reportedly thought Lewis was the perfect match for her daughter and would be a positive influence in her life. But like most things related to this family, the timeline was...
Imagine encouraging your teenage daughter to be with a 30-year-old. That's just... This family is so weird. So weird. Your teenage daughter, imagine. Go be with that 30-year-old man.
Looking a little funny. Lewis and Nicole ended their 7-year relationship in February 2015. Yet a source claimed Lewis and Kendall have been getting close for...
Just think about it. When she was 10, he was 21. He was 21. Just think about that. When she was 10 years old. That's nasty.
So
do what you want. Obviously, she's legal and of age, but I find that to be very nasty.
The question became, was this just innocent timing, or had Kendall already set her sights on Lewis?
And I've said this many times. I don't think there's anything wrong necessarily with age gap relationships, but not when one of the parties is in their teens, literally in their teens. I think that's when it's weird. But if it's like 25 and 35, 36, 37, it's like, okay, once they at least develop their, frontal lobe or whatever the hell, it's like, all right, cool, do what you want, you grown, you know enough at this point. But being a literal teenager with the 30-year-old, I do think that's strange, whether the roles are reversed or not.
Before the ink was dry on his breakup. Because if history has taught us anything, the Kardashian family has never exactly been afraid to slide into an already complicated situation. Kendall and Lewis seem to be getting closer and closer. At one point, he took her for a hot lap in his race car in Miami. Now, if a Formula One legend is letting you ride shotgun at 200 miles an hour, you'd have made it past the friend zone, honey. At least that's what the internet thought. Then, according to E! News, in September 2015, the two were spotted strolling the streets of New York City just in time time for New York Fashion Week, where Kendall was set to walk the runway. Even with all the speculation, Lewis wasn't trying to feed the rumor mill. He told E! News that they had been friends for a while, and that was all it was. He also complimented her by saying she was very grown up for such a young woman.
This is Pito's favorite line. Ew, ew. Not him using that same line. They love to say that. They love when they're with really young girls and being like, "You're so mature for your age. Like, you're so advanced." Like, that is so creepy.
What in the To Catch a Predator is going on here?
Between the races,
that's their favorite line.
Strolls, and all the cozy appearances, it certainly looked like they had smashed at least once. Whatever the case, they eventually drifted apart and went their separate ways. While Lewis was getting friendly with Kendall, he was also quietly keeping up with the Kardashians. This wasn't exactly some random introduction that came out of nowhere. According to People magazine, Lewis already knew Kim. In fact, the two looked pretty comfortable with each other when Kim greeted him with a kiss on the cheek at the 2014 GQ Men of the Year ceremony. Hold that thought though, because we'll circle back to Miss Kimberly in just a minute. Meanwhile, their mom Chris genuinely loved Lewis and thought he'd make a great addition to the family.
Based on what?
His money.
Being a black sports figure? Oh, okay.
Sources claimed she would jokingly tell him she wanted him as her son-in-law.
She wasn't playing.
According to those same sources, Chris would tease Lewis by asking, "Which one of my daughters can I marry you off to?"
Oh my
Lord have
God.
mercy, baby.
Now, besties, remember that little kiss at the GQ Awards? According to the Sun website, Kim wasn't exactly single when that happened. She was at the ceremony with
And his
then
hairline was
husband
intact.
Kanye West.
It looks
Kim,
like.
Kanye, Lewis, and Lewis's then girlfriend Nicole Scherzinger even posed for a picture together. Kanye and Lewis
She known
reportedly
for
hit
doing
it off.
that.
And Lewis was even invited over to Kim and Kanye's home for Easter dinner. According to the source, Lewis continued showing support for the family by attending one of Kanye's performances in the UK. He even offered Kim and Chris a ride across the pond on his private jet.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Kanye and Lewis's bromance kept growing. Kanye talked about Lewis coming over so they could work on music together, and Lewis recalled Kanye saying the two of them were very much the same. Well, he wasn't entirely wrong. They were both rich, famous, stylish, and apparently shared a similar appreciation for the same type of woman.
You don't say.
But as we've seen time and time again, friendships in Hollywood can have expiration dates. Kanye allegedly became jealous whenever Lewis was around. He allegedly accused Kim of flirting with Lewis, and the source claimed things became awkward anytime the three of them were together because Kanye's jealousy would take over.
So Kim was bouncing that inflated wagon in front of Lewis, all in front of him in the little skims she be wearing.
Kim and Kanye's divorce was finalized in November 2022. And then, after years of knowing each other, Kim and Lewis found themselves back in the same orbit at actress Kate Hudson's New Year's.
Okay, yeah, it definitely went further and further. At a certain point, it's okay to go bald, fellas. Okay? I know I'll be cracking jokes about people being bald-headed. I mean, I don't really, disrespect them or anything. I'll just say what it is. They bald-headed, so I'll be like, yo, bald-head ass, So, like... It is what it is, but that's only when they on some BS, then I'll say it. But it does get to a point though where you should just let it go. Like that's way too far back, brother.
Eve party in December.
It is time to release those follicles from your head, sir, because they're leaving. They're leaving you. So you leave them, okay, first, because they are just making you look crazy out in these streets. So you part ways with the rest of the follicles because they're leaving you and they're going to keep leaving you. It's going to keep going back further and further. So just...
Or 2025.
Hollywood really is one giant high school cafeteria, ain't it?
The two reportedly made plans to meet up again after the party. Did they end up blowing each other's backs out? We're unsure.
I feel like when you be like, we're unsure, you really be knowing. I mean, we don't have no evidence, but it's like all signs point to backs being blown out.
Things apparently moved at Formula One speed after that. About a month later, in February 2026, Kim and Lewis made things official. From there, Kim reportedly fired up the private jet and headed across the pond so she and Lewis could enjoy a romantic getaway in the UK. Of course, relationships in Hollywood don't stay secret for long. The following week, they hard-launched their relationship at the Super Bowl. Since then, the two have reportedly been collecting passport stamps. They eventually made things Instagram official after a trip to Tokyo with Kim's children.
I'm glad you said something, because I was finna ask where the hell them kids was at. Let's stop acting like you don't have, you
What other
know,
ones?
a grip of children.
But of course, there was drama lurking. A source told Star magazine that Kendall was giving her big sister and her former smash buddy the ultimate side-eye. According to the source, things got especially awkward when all three attended the Super Bowl. Apparently, Kendall and Lewis had been party pals for years, which meant she'd had plenty of time to observe him up close. And according to the insider, she'd also collected a whole lot of tea along the way. Because of everything she'd allegedly seen over the years, Kendall reportedly felt obligated to warn Kim about what she was getting herself into.
Oh, he tried.
The source claimed Kendall believed Lewis was a dog and wanted her sister to proceed with caution. Unfortunately, Kim wasn't trying to hear none of it. According to the source, Kim thought Kendall was being a hater. In Kim's mind, Kendall was jealous because Lewis was officially her man, while Kendall had to settle for being in a situationship with him in the past. Well, Kendall may have been in her feelings about that hoe. I mean, her sister getting her sloppy seconds. This isn't the first time the clan has been in a situation like this. In fact, it seems to be a family tradition.
You so messy.
The rubber of the game ran through Kim and Chloe's fish tacos.
Yeah.
And if that wasn't enough, there have also been rumors that both Kendall and Courtney were getting their peaches glazed by Justin Bieber.
Lord have mercy. They said Armenian Jesus.
So when the rumors started swirling about Kim getting knocked down by Lewis after he'd already been linked to Kendall, no one was really surprised. Whether it's coincidence, convenience, or simply the world's smallest celebrity dating pool, one thing's for sure. This family has never seemed too bothered by backdooring each other.
And you certainly don't break girl code in your own family.
Unsurprisingly, recent reports suggest Lewis is considering hiring Chris as his manager, which has plenty of folks wondering whether this whole relationship was more strategic than spontaneous. Now, why the hell would Kim be okay with banging her little sister's former fling? Well, considering this family has never exactly treated exes like they're off limits, maybe the answer is simpler than we think. Over the years, the Kardashians have moved through the same celebrity circles so often that dating somebody who's already been linked to a sibling isn't uncommon. Or maybe there's something deeper happening here.
Give it to me, bestie.
Kim is pushing 50, and whether people want to admit it or not, Hollywood doesn't treat seasoned women the same way it treats women in their 20s. The entertainment industry is obsessed with youth. Every year there's a new influencer, a new model, a new actress, and in Kim's own family, there's a younger sister, daughter, son, niece, or nephew waiting to dominate the headlines. And let's not forget that Kim isn't single, footloose, and fancy-free anymore. She's a mother of 4, and that's going to narrow the dating pool whether people like it or not. There's also the reality that Kim has spent much of her adult life in relationships. She rarely stays single for very long, and she has openly spoken about wanting companionship. Whether that's because she genuinely loves being in a relationship or because being chosen has become intertwined with her identity is something only Kim knows. But after building a brand around being desired for nearly 2 decades, it's understandable that getting older in an industry obsessed with youth could make romantic validation feel even more significant. Now, let's dive into social comparison theory, the idea that people naturally compare themselves to those around them. And who would Kim compare herself to more than her own sisters? They're all in the same industry, competing for the same magazine covers, campaigns, fashion deals, and public attention. So when a man who was once linked to her younger, more vibrant sister suddenly becomes interested in her, does it give Kim proof that she's still wanted? That she's still the sister who can pull the same caliber of man as the younger women in her family? Either way, one thing is hard to ignore. Most sisters have an unspoken rule that their exes are off limits. And obviously the Kardashians have never seemed particularly interested in playing by that rule. And Lewis, my brother, you might want to keep one foot on the gas and the other pointed toward the nearest exit. We all know people joke about the Kardashian curse, and whether you believe in it or not, the list of men who had their life turned to shambles after walking away from the family needs to be studied.
Sheesh. Good luck to them. You know, it is very strange, but hey, this is the life they chose, I guess. They're just okay with dating each other's sloppy seconds. So, I guess, sure, if it works for them. But yeah, this is very weird. Very. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.